All right, guys, so now we're going to do some word problems, and you can do the same thing with this, is that we can convert this into, or not convert it, but put it into unit form, and then make sure that at the end we've changed it from unit form into decimal form. So this is that Jenny buys 22 pens that cost $1.15 each, and then she buys 15 markers that cost $2.05 each. So I want to know how much money did Jenny spend. Now here's the thing. I can't just add up how much money she has. What I would need to do is I would need to do this first, to figure out how much all of her pens cost. I would need to do this to figure out how much all of her markers cost. And then I would have to add them all together to see how much money she spent altogether. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to convert this $1.15. I'm going to convert it into a unit form of 115 hundredths. Because then when I have my answer, then I can convert it back into that cents, which is that two place values, or I have multiplied this by 100 to get the decimal gone, and then I need to divide the answer by 100 to get the decimal back into it. I'm going to multiply that by 22. So let's do 5 times 2 is 10, regroup my 1, 2 and 1, and then 1 is 3, 2. That's pretty easy because it's the same thing. It's 10, regroup my 1, 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3, and then 2 times 1 is 2. Add those together, 0, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2. So she spent 2,530 hundredths. Excuse me, guys, but we don't put that when we are talking about money. If I think about it with money, she spent $25.30, okay? And this one is very important that we do put that 0, especially when we are talking about money, because when you guys talk about money and you're having $25.30, you guys don't write that. Okay, you have to have that 0. So then I can come over here, do the same thing for the markers. $2.05 or 205 hundredths. I'm going to multiply that by 15 because that's how many markers she bought. 25 is 5 times 5. 5 times 0 is 0 plus 2 is 2. 2 times 5 is 10. My 0. 5 times 1 is 5. 1 times 0 is 0. 2 times 1 is 2. Add that up. Oops, sorry guys, I shouldn't have put that decimal there yet. It's 3,075 hundredths. We don't say that when we're talking about money, so I'm going to put it into decimal form, which is $30.75. Okay, so now what I can do is I can add these two together to figure out how much money she spent altogether. So she spent $25.30. Remember, this is when I want to line up my decimals when I am adding. 5, 10, regroup that 1, bring that decimal just straight down, 6. Wow, guys, she spent $56.05 on her pens, and her markers. Okay, so coming down here, not she, but now we're looking at two different things again. We're looking at a living room that is measured by 24 feet by 15 feet. There's also a square dining room that measures 13 feet on each side. So I know that with it being a square, all 4 sides are going to be 13. Okay, so it's basically a 13 by 13 room. If a carpet costs $6.98 per square foot, what is the total cost of carpeting both rooms? So what I need to do first is I need to find out the area of this room, and I need to find out the area of this room. And remember, because it is a square, this room is a 13 by 13 room. All right, so let's find room number 1 is going to be 24 feet times 15 feet. Room number 2 is going to be 13 feet times 13 feet. So let's figure out how much each of the room, square foot, each of the room is going to be. So I've got 4 times 5 is 20, regroup my 2. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 2 more is 12. Here's my 0. 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. Add these all together. I have 360 square feet for that room. I'm going to come over here. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. My 0. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 1 is 1. Add them together. 9, 6, 1. This is going to be square feet. So this room is 360 square feet. This room is 169 square feet. I want to add these together because I want to know the total cost of carpeting both of the rooms. So I have 360 plus 169. So I've got 9, 6 plus 6 is 12. Regroup my 1, 3, 4, 5. So I have 529 square feet that I want to carpet, and I know that each square foot costs $6.98 each. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that 529 and I'm going to multiply it by the 698, and I'm going to convert this into hundredths. Okay, this is just kind of reminding me that when I'm done, I need to make sure that I put that place value in there. So now I can go through and multiply this out. 9 times 8 is 72, regroup my 7. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 7 is going to give me 23. Regroup my 2. I think 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yep. 8 times 5 is 40, plus 2 is 42. Okay. Cross these off because I'm going to be doing a lot more regrouping. So now I'm going to do a 0 for 90. 9 times 9 is 81. Regroup my 8. 9 times 2 is 18, plus 8 is going to give me 26. Cross that off. 9 times 5 is 40 plus, or sorry, 9 times 5 is 45 plus 2 more is 47. Cross those off. Now I'm going to put 2 zeros here. 6 times 9 is going to give me 56. No, sorry. 54. Regroup my 5. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 5 is going to give me 17. Regroup my 1. 6 times 5 is 30 plus 1 is 31. Okay, so now I can add this up. 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay, 2 plus 6 plus 4 is 12. Regroup my 1. 4 plus 7 plus 7 plus 1, 14. 19. Regroup my 1. 4 plus 1 plus 1 is 6. 3. So it's 369,242 hundredths. Okay, so I just can't say that it's going to cost her $369,000 because it's not, guys, because if I were to actually round this, I would have 500 times, oh, let's do 700. That would be easier. To look at this, okay, so it's pretty close to that 30, or sorry, it's not going to be times 700. It's going to be times 7. So my answer should actually be close to 3,500. So if I were to just leave this at the 369,242, that's way too much. So I've got to remember to put it in my hundreds, divide it by 2, or divide it by 100, or know that this is my hundredths place value. The total amount of money that she spent on carpeting those 2 rooms is $3,692.42. Guys, look how close that is to that 3,500 that if I would have estimated that. Okay.